Hello, fabulous friends, fans, and superstars. Welcome to your horoscope for the week of December 17, 2017. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing week it is, and it truly is amazing. It is monumental. It is delightful. It is fortunate. There are big things happening in the sky. So let's start with the biggest thing, which is Saturn. Saturn is finally leaving the sign of Sagittarius, moving into a whole new area of life for all of us, moving into the sign of Capricorn. And normally they say that when Saturn changes signs, that is when the rewards come for all the work and the sacrifice you did for the better part of 3 years while Saturn was moving through an area of life. It's when the transit, when that cycle is over, that the best things find us. Well, those best things are going to find us right out of the gate this week, and that is thanks to a very fortunate new moon. But let's talk about Saturn a little bit more, right? All of us in at least one area of life might have found the last 3 years one area a little bit more challenging, where we had to be a little bit more diligent and we had to put in the time to earn our self-respect. That is the higher spiritual lesson that Saturn is all about. I spoke all about it in a Saturn special horoscope I did. I'll try to link it somewhere here, but that is really diving in, delving in to where Saturn has been and where Saturn is going. Now, where Saturn is going for you, uniquely for you, in your unique chart, is going to show up for you before the week is out. And that is because as Saturn changes signs, Saturn will meet the sun in this new area of life for all of us, effectively illuminating what our major learning is going to be, not only for the coming year, but possibly for the coming 3 years. This is showing us that the energy has shifted, it has changed, and now where is it? What area of life is going to ask for diligent attention and really sacrifice? That is a big part of what Saturn is about as well. And so all of us are going to find ourselves maybe having a bit of a reality check, maybe a new opportunity, but ultimately this is showing us where we are and helping us to get honest about where it is that we want to go. Now, of course, the sun is meeting Saturn in the sign of Capricorn. I gotta say, as I look at this is very much about many things that I spoke of in the Saturn special, but also gatekeepers as well. I may have mentioned that in the Saturn specials. They tend to be more amplified, especially at this time. And of course, a lot of people out there are talking about something like net neutrality and what that's going to mean in terms of gatekeepers and how the net didn't before have any gatekeepers. What is that going to mean for us? Well, look, Mercury has been retrograde. The announcement was made with Mercury retrograde. Mercury has a strong connection to the internet as well. And I think that this is going to bring up, and this week is going to bring up some resistance, some continued resistance to net neutrality, but also going to show us more clearly what gatekeepers may be like, may look like, and where it is that we are okay with that, where it is that maybe we're not okay with that as well. So that's one way this energy may manifest, but ultimately it is about the personal. It's about what's happening with us in our own lives. And again, in our own lives, in at least one area of life, we are set to have an important reality check and also increased responsibilities. And this shows us our greatest path towards self-respect in the coming 3 years. Now, I mentioned this amazing new moon, right? This is going to deliver the rewards of the last 3 years of Saturn moving through the sign of Sagittarius. This new moon is so powerful. It is like a potent new moon. It's happening close to Venus, the new moon and Venus reaching out in supreme harmony to Uranus. And this new moon is happening right on top of the galactic center. And the galactic center is considered the birthplace of the universe. It is in mythology and also backed up in scientific theory, the place from which the universe originated, our universe originated. And so it has special potency at that. Now think back, right around this time, right around the solstice of 2012. While I was here in Mexico for the first time in 2012, I was here to celebrate the changing of the Mayan calendar. And there was important celestial phenomenon taking place at that time, activating this galactic center. So what transpires in our life now, 5 years later, will in some way hearken to, remind us of what was first a glimmer, a hope, a possibility, way back 5 years ago, almost to the day 5 years ago. And it was 5 years ago, the Galactic Center was powerfully activated. Now here we are again, powerful activation of the Galactic Center. And this to me is fresh energy, fresh beginnings, a real sense of birthing something new in at least one area of life. All of us are going to feel a fresh start. And really the key word here is fresh. We've got this galactic center activation that is very important. And so this is happening in the sign of Sagittarius. You've got this very surprising romantic energy at the same time. As I look at this, I feel like all of us are going to be taking on a new adventure in at least one area of life, connecting to our sacred truth and the truth that is going to guide this adventure. And we may surprise ourselves, we may surprise the people around us now at the changes we know that we are ready to make, the adventure we know we are ready to take on. But the great thing is that this is reward. This is blessing. And it is a blessing that is long overdue after Saturn spending 3 years in this part of the sky. Now also this week, Mercury goes direct. Mercury goes direct. This is so exciting. It's been a very interesting Mercury retrograde for some of us out there, mainly because Mercury's been traveling over the path that Saturn has been on. And so what this has been doing is sort of dredging up or reminding us of some of the lessons of Saturn for the better part of the last 3 years. Well, now, even though Mercury will stay in this part of the sky for a few more weeks, this is Mercury moving forward, and that is going to allow us to feel a sense of clarity, a sense of purpose around not only the last few weeks, but the last 3 years. 3 years. And so I think this is going to be a really exciting time. This is going to be a time where we really feel a sense that what has been challenging is now behind us. A time when more of us than ever are going to feel like something has changed and changed for the better. Now, finally, as I mentioned, the solstice, right? This week, the sun moves into the sign of Capricorn. Happy birthday month to all the Capricorns out there. But what this means is solstice happens this month as well. In the northern hemisphere, it is a time when the light starts to grow going forward from here. And this tends to represent a time of connecting to the wisdom within us, knowing that there will always be more light around us. What I love about this week is that promise of change, and is that promise that what felt heavy and sacrificing and difficult can turn itself around and can become something positively inspiring. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up. It means so much. You can find out what all this wonderful stuff this week means for you in your sign. I talked about Saturn meeting the sun. I talked about this new moon and Venus, all wonderful stuff. What it means for you in your sign. And you can find out by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week. And you can log on right now, get instant access. And all the special horoscopes I put out as well are all there. Now, I will do a Facebook Live at some point this week, probably early in the week. Not sure what time yet. It'll be a surprise, but I am going to log on to Facebook to celebrate the changing of Saturn, this move of Saturn. I'm going to celebrate it with you guys. I think it's going to be fabulous. I have a bunch of speaking engagements coming up that I'm really excited about. End of December, beginning of February, I will be in Kolkata, India, as part of the IVC conference. I will be in England in late February and speaking in early March with the Bath Astrologers Forum in Bath, UK. And I will be in Belgrade, Serbia, the weekend of the 19th of March. So if you're in any of these areas, if you want a consultation, especially in England or India or Serbia, please do reach out on my website, nadiyashah.com. Use the contact form and we can make that happen. Thank you so much. It is the season right now. The energy of gratitude is magnifying in some parts of the world. And I just want to extend my gratitude to you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend and fan and superstar. Thank you for being a part of my spiritual journey, for sharing your journey with me. It all means so much. Thank you for affirming love and wisdom in the world. I'm grateful for all of it. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.